I just wanted to first like pop on here. Is there any questions like right away that you're like, hey, I need help with this? And then I'm just going to go over just like super short, quick stuff that I do every day as a coach, just to kind of like simplify stuff for you guys. But as far as like anything, do you guys have any questions that like pop off the top of your head that you're like, hey, how do I do this? Or just anything. And there's really no such thing as a stupid question because I literally ask all the questions.
So I have one since
Okay.
I'm a newbie.
Everyone's
so
kind
basically,
yeah, go ahead.
Like, so your first goal or your first rank that you can get is the Success Club, right? And that's helping 3 people in a month.
Yeah.
And is that, so you have 3 customers, it has to be like a challenge pack, or can it be, what else classifies it, I guess?
Yeah. So really as like a newer coach, getting out there, posting and inviting obviously is huge. So if you have somebody who's like interested in stuff, like, you know how you had somebody interested in Energize or something, like those are awesome for you as a coach, just to kind of like get through talking that process and stuff. But Success Club comes from 90 personal volume. And so like a challenge pack has 90 PV, Shakeology on Home Direct has 90 PV, pre and post workout has 90 PV, and then 3-pack of Beach Bars. And they can do whatever flavor they want. It's just basically that it's like the 90 PV going through on Home Direct. And then after that, the customer or coach or whoever can change and all that stuff, and it doesn't affect you. So like when my dad signed up, he got 3-pack of Beach Bars, and now he just gets 2 a month. So I do offer like the discount to everybody. So like, I know you guys started as discount coaches, but I always offer the discount to everybody first, just because if they like what they're using, then if they want something else, obviously they save cheaper shipping. And then, potentially if they would ever want to coach down the road, it's just like, hey, you're a coach already. So kind of like with Shelby, like she signed up as a discount coach for the discount. And then went into our coach sneak peek, and she's like, okay, I'm ready to coach. Like, boom, she's coaching kind of thing. So I always offer that discount. But yeah, the 90 PV. So Shakeology, Performance Line, 3-pack Beach Bars. Normally that's in a challenge pack. You could totally have somebody sign up for the discount and just Shakeology if they wanted to, if they're like, nope, I don't want the workouts, like whatever else. But this month with the sale, it's kind of crazy like that to get a challenge pack since it's only $140. But yeah, that's a good question. So anybody with, normally a challenge pack like helps people because it has like fitness, nutrition, and support kind of thing, like the whole package, versus like just giving them a product and like hoping that it works for them. So I usually lead with a challenge pack, but I do ask them their goals and kind of like what they're looking for first, because it's not for everyone, and that's okay. So yeah.
Because I kind of come across some people like they already have Beachbody on demand, or they already have like a workout. And I'm like, okay, so do you like, is that working, or do you need a supplement? Like, then I push like, or I've been trying to like recommend Shakeology, and they're like, oh, and I don't like shakes, or oh, I've tried it. And then I'm like, okay, what about like performance? Like, so I'm like,
yeah,
spinning, and I'm like, all right, so where do I go now?
So, okay, so let's say you came to me and you're like, hey, I already have Beachbody on demand. I would literally be like, that's awesome. What are your goals? Like, what do you need help with? Because if they're talking to you, if they're like, I don't want to say if they're coming to you, but if they're talking to you and having that conversation, they need help with something, whether it's accountability or support or nutrition. Normally is usually like number one. So if they have Beachbody on demand, they can do a completion pack with Shakeology, with Performance Line. And so I just like say right up front, I'm like, what are your goals? Like, what are you struggling with? What do you want to achieve? If it's weight loss, I usually say like the superfood. And if they're like, oh, I hate shakes, I'm like, okay, I totally understand, but here's the deal. We're talking for a reason. Like something that you're doing is not working. You need a little tweak or whatever. Try it for 30 days, see what happens. Or, having them make smoothie bowls, granola bars, like other things than just the shake kind of thing too. But if they say like motivation, energy to get up, all that stuff, I do Performance Line right away. If they do CrossFit, I do Performance Line right away. If they like going to the gym and they just I don't know, like they need pre and post workout. Like it's crazy because once you start, I never used it before, but once you start using pre and post workout, like it really just helps kind of like just get you going into a routine. The second you like taste your Energize, you're like, oh, it's workout time. Like I'm ready to go. And then afterwards, like the post workout's good for repairing and refueling and all that. So I usually lead with one of those two things. So they can do a completion pack for the discount. It waives the discount fee. And then they basically save and get cheaper shipping. And so I honestly like turn their goals back on them. Like, okay, you wanted this. So like how, can we make this happen? Or you want to drop 10 pounds, like go all in for 30 days and try it. Like, worst case scenario, they can return their Shakeology, I guess, after 30 days. But if they go all in and they try it and they find a way to make the shake that they love and stuff, like they're not going to turn back around, I guess. So if they come with you and they have BOD or some sort of workout, like I literally just reach out and I'm like, okay, so let's talk goals. Let's talk what you're looking for and then kind of go from there. So yeah, I don't offer a bunch of stuff until I know like what they want from me. Because a lot of people just want in your group kind of thing, but it's like, okay, that sounds good, but like, what are you going to do in my group? Like, you can't just join the group and like lose weight automatically, like, cause you pushed yes for the invite. So I try to put it back on them and stuff too. So yeah, that's a good question. Anybody else? Hey, Katie, anyone else have any questions you can think of right away?
No, I messaged you earlier, Megan, and told you I need kind of help with my why and how to get started on that. I mean, I know for me, like, yeah, I would like to lose weight, but that's not I need kind of like an attention getter to help get other, you know what I mean?
Right. Yep. So, when I first started, I literally threw out, I'm like, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. Like I want to lose 50 pounds. And everyone was like, what? And I was like, I just did it because I wanted to prove people wrong. But once I started on the journey, like I realized that the moments when I remember like being in college and I started getting stretch marks for like the first time. It sounds so stupid, but I remember that. And I was like in the bathroom and I like my life was over. I just started bawling. I didn't know like, what to think. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I basically ate and binge drank like crazy. So then these workouts were like that fix for me instead of eating and drinking and stuff. And so like my why kind of turned into not just losing weight, but also like getting myself back, I guess, like understanding to like love my body. And like, yeah, I was working out, but like I don't know. I think if you work out, that means you actually really do love your body because you're willing to like put in the work. But for you, if you're like, hey, I want to lose weight or I want to shed weight, like why do you want to shed it? Do you want to feel more comfortable in your skin? Do you want to just put on whatever you want and like rock the shit out of it? Because honestly, like 5 pounds is 5 pounds. Like, what does that mean to you? And I think if you think back to like any stories that you have or anything that comes to mind, that's where you're going to find your other people. So like when I went to talking about like me standing in the mirror, seeing my first stretch mark or whatever, like people are going to relate to that part. Or, like if yours is something like, I remember, I don't know, I'm just saying like after I had my first kid and I really wanted to just get back to myself, like I needed something, but I didn't want to go to the gym because I didn't have the time, all of this stuff. Like that's kind of your why when you first start, but it's going to change over time for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not just one reason. I mean, it can.
No. Yeah. I would write down like, I don't want to say challenge group because that's stupid, but like your fitness journey. So maybe just like write your name in the middle and like just write as many things as you can think of about your journey. Like, why did you start this? Why did you, say yes to me? What did you struggle with? What did you need help with? Like, remember when you like reached out, you're like, I just need extra accountability. Cool. Here's your Snapchat group. Now you're coaching. So I would use that. I'd be like, I really needed accountability and coaching is that accountability for me. Like,
right.
And you're going to find people who need help and accountability, but coaching actually helps do that. You don't have to, I think when people hear Beachbody, number one, they think of like a beach body. And number two, it's just Aaron. Hold on. Sorry. I'm literally never going to ever be able to like accidentally shop because if the mailman or somebody comes, they're like all over it. But like, okay, what was it? I'm trying to think what I was saying.
My why and like accountability. And
yeah. So I would use the fact that like, coaching has really helped you become more accountable because your coach is asking you to do X, Y, Z every day, you know, and asking you to post a selfie or asking you to check into a group or Snapchat or whatever. Like you have all these girls that just worked out, you know, like I just worked out like 20 minutes ago and I literally was like, well, I cannot work out today, but you know, 30 Snapchats later, I was like, fuck, I'm going to go work out, you know? So you just have that like support and accountability with coaching and stuff too. So just write down anything and everything you can think of with your journey, struggles, successes, everything. And you can share those pieces. Cause I know that for me, I related to you when you said, I just need some like a little accountability every day. I needed that Facebook group to like post in every day. And like my competitive edge, my like perfectionist side, like I had to post every day, you know, cause I was like, wanted to be the best student kind of thing. So I would definitely use that.
Okay. Perfect.
That was a good question. Katie, you got any questions? Open it all in. Where's Shelby? Shelby, you good? I know you're like hustling over there. Are you making me supper? I don't know what they are freaking out about. Goodness gracious. Okay, so I wanted to just double check and make sure you guys know what this is. So this is like your business activity tracker. Okay. So if you're in the My Challenge tracker, like the business builders, it's in the file section. If you want, I always print off like 7 of them. So I have them so I don't ever like forget. There actually is an app on your phone that says, I think it's SC tracker. Or if you type in like Beachbody business activity tracker, they actually have this as an app on your phone. So that's pretty cool as well. But basically what I do, and I've literally been coaching for 4 years, is I wake up, I go through this checklist and like, this is what I do every single day. And it's led me to like where I'm at right now. So pretty much what I'm asking you to do when you wake up in the morning is take care of yourself first. You always come first. So just like, you know, you would say your family comes first, like you come first, you take care of yourself, you work out, drink your shake, whatever it is. Make sure you're doing some sort of personal development. I know it doesn't always give like instant gratification, but like over time, when people come to me with objections, when people are upset, if a coach cancels, if someone is like super successful and I'm not, or something like that, it just really helps a lot mentally. And I know when people talk to me and they're like, oh, I'm struggling with XYZ, I'm like, you just need PD, you know, like you just need a good book to listen to and stuff. So wake up, take care of yourself. You are going to come first. So like priority number 1 is you. Okay. So workout, shake, whatever it is. And then your PD, okay? So taking care of yourself, filling up your cup. After that, then like I feel like your coaching starts. And so what I do is I try to post at least once, if not twice a day on Facebook, just because that's kind of how Facebook works. But sometime in the morning, I usually post either some sort of fitness type picture or some sort of coaching type picture. It does not have to be a sweaty selfie. It does not have to be, look at me, I'm a Beachbody coach. It does not have to be, here's my Shakeology cup. It doesn't have to be anything Beachbody. Like you can rip off Beachbody Band-Aid and you can still be a Beachbody coach. Okay. So like this morning, I think I posted, I'm trying to think what even today is. My leggings. So I had these leggings that I have on, like I had them in the bottom of my drawer and I was like, you know what? Frick it. I'm going to wear these, whatever. If they rip when I'm working out, at least I'm at home. And I put them on and they actually fit. And I had room and I was like, holy crap, like this is awesome. So I shared that on social media. I actually had someone reach out like, oh my gosh, I wish my pants finally fit, you know, whatever. And so I didn't say anything about 21 Day Fix Extreme Real Time. I didn't say anything about Shakeology, Performance Line, or anything like that. I just talked about my life, and that's my fitness post. I might put at the bottom like, grab your pair of jeans and let's do this together, or whatever it is. So that's kind of like my call to action. And so tonight I'll probably do some sort of coaching post. So maybe I'll take a picture of me working in my office. Maybe I'll just take a random picture of me and the dogs, or it doesn't have to be you like a sweaty selfie all of the time, if that makes sense. And so tonight might be like, I don't know, maybe I'm like snuggled up with a good book or something. And then I just talk about how this opportunity, not going to say what I'm doing, etc., like leave a little mystery, but just talk a little bit about this opportunity and how, it's really changed my mental game, which has made me a better person inside and out. And just kind of like talk maybe about the coaching opportunity, maybe about the community aspect. Like I just got off a call tonight with my coach and I'm super excited for this opportunity, just kind of like talking about like fitness and the coaching opportunity without saying, my name is Megan Geese. I'm doing 21 Day Fix real time. Now I'm working my business. I'm a Beachbody coach. I'm looking, just kind of like leaving some mystery, if that makes sense. Because people already know, like you're coaching now, they already know that. Awesome. Like now you're going to get into you, like who you actually are. So like Shelby, when I said this before, like do fitness and coaching, and then like just jot anything that comes to your mind. So like for me, fitness, I wanted to lose weight. I was struggling with anxiety, depression. I was looking for a team to be a part of because I used to be an athlete in college and high school and all that stuff. So like just list things that come to mind. Same thing for coaching. If you're a brand new baby coach, like awesome. What did you see about your coach that you were interested in? Or maybe, you started because you want to build a side hustle, or maybe you want to have a really good Christmas for your family and you want to help people along the way. It's just like instead of going and getting a part-time job at Casey's, like you're taking care of yourself and you're becoming a better person and you're helping people. Just write down anything that comes to mind and then use those as posts and just talk. Like talk on social media. I'll go through a little bit more. But then basically I just go through this list and I just check things off. And so contributing to a challenge group is you just like popping in and posting whatever it is for today. So like today's was, I think it was laughter or something like that. So I have to post that picture yet. And then there was one from this morning, and then your nightly check-in will be soon. I do it right before I go to bed so I don't like forget, because Aaron always checks the scores for football, so I'm like, I'll just check into my challenge group really quick. So it takes seconds to check into your challenge group. I sometimes like and comment on a bunch of like other pictures and stuff just to show some love and just be present in the group, if that makes sense. It says recognize achievement. So sometimes I take people's before and afters, not my own, other people's, and I put them on my stories and just talk about, it's not just a fitness thing. Like this girl struggled with XYZ. Or if you see somebody on our team that has a good transformation, you can reach out and just be like, hey, Sarah, I love your transformation. Can you give me a little story about you? A lot of our coaches shared our transformations in our team page. You can Google transformations, but I try to shout somebody out for something every day. So mine today was actually for Jody. She got her NLC ticket for coaching. And so I shouted her out on my stories. Sometimes I'll tag new coaches. If you saw me tag you, that's what I'm doing. I'm recognizing my coaches and my team. So if you're like, well, I don't really have anybody underneath of me, that's okay. Like you can share other people. You can share a win that you had. You can share anything. And then it says respond to questions from customers and coaches. That's just like checking in with your people. I always think of it as that. So then what I do is I go to the pods and I check and see what questions you guys have. So if you notice, like the pods will like be on fire for like 10 minutes. That's because I'm doing my job, like just checking in with you guys, answering questions, all of that stuff. So that's just like this middle part. So I have PD done. I did all of the bottom part and I did the top part. So the number 2 part is like kind of what takes you the longest, I guess. So it says initiate connections and add followers. So what I do is on Facebook, I just go to my friends list and stuff, and I just like find I don't want to say like my dream girl, but I just find like my dream girls, if they have dogs in their profile pictures, I'll go to their Facebook page and like and comment on a couple of their pictures and stuff. That's what I do for connecting with them. When I add new followers, I go to my friends and then add some of their friends or something, like a couple of them a day. I try to stay away from people, like I wouldn't go to Bree's page and add all her friends. I wouldn't go to Shelby's page, add all Shelby's friends. I'm going to go to Susie from college and then add some of her friends that are my people. So if they have a dog in their profile, you know, if they have a hubby, them in a wedding dress and engagement photos, you know, like kind of where you're at in life, if that makes sense. That's what I do for connections and followers on Facebook. And I kind of do the same thing on Instagram. So I just search like dog hashtags or like teacher hashtags or just like things that like talk about me, like fuzzy socks. There's like a mad hashtag for fuzzy socks, small tattoos, like those kinds of things. And I look through their profiles and like if they seem like my person, I just like and comment on some stuff just to kind of like get my name in their notifications. Cause if, you know, they're interested, they're going to go to my page and be like, who is this? What is she doing? And so it says it takes about 20 minutes. That's the task I do at the end. That's probably the one I do when I'm going to the bathroom or like taking a bath or just, you know, sitting there while Aaron's watching football. Cause it takes a little bit of time, if that makes sense. And so I usually do that task last. It says social media posts that showcases benefits of your healthy lifestyle. Or has a call to action. So that's what we just talked about, the fitness and coaching post. So check, I posted on social media, super quick. Instagram, Facebook story throughout the day, daily life, workout clips, product use. You have no idea what this is because I haven't told you what it is yet, but obviously it's my Recover. Okay, so leave the mystery so people ask. So if you have a beach bar, like open it backwards, don't show them the front part of it, or take it out of the wrapper. I always call my Energize my juice, and people are like, what is this juice? You'll probably hear about like unicorn crack or unicorn juice or whatever. That's what Energize is. Like, that's why it's called that. Healthy meal plan or prep. You can show anything on your stories. Like maybe do like a little video, like putting grapes and cut up cheese in a bag. Like, this is super easy. Look I have like wine and grape, you know, like my wine and cheese ready to go. Like whatever it is, doesn't have to be like, this is Beachbody, these are red containers, these are blue containers, that kind of thing. And then inviting, promoting to challenge group. Hey babe. Okay. And then recognition and shout out. So I'm just going to show you my story, just so it's not perfect by any means, but I just want to show you what I have so far. And then you can greet me tomorrow and see what I added. So this is me last time I got home from, it's just my stairs. Sorry. Okay. So this is me and my dogs. So I'm hoping to catch dog moms. So hopefully Bree was like, oh my God, puppies. Okay. So then I talked about, why is it so hard to see? Hold on, let me turn my light down. Maybe that will help a little bit. So I talked about last night on the team call. And I'm sick. So I was talking about how I showed up no matter what. Like, I'm going to go teaching if I'm sick, so why not show up for my team? I showed people the exact same thing for myself and for my business, and showing up for me and showing up for my team. So I showed them what a team call is, without being like, here's a blank screen. Here's my goofy coaches doing their like things, sharing my morning, me and my dogs, sharing life, sharing my stupid dance video. We're not watching that. Sharing my daily life, just sharing with them. And then this time talking about my clothes, because I love online shopping, all that fun stuff. So I did Poshmark stuff today. So people actually went to that and are like looking at my clothes. So I'm kind of like just sharing things. This is my recognition. So this is all about Jody and her getting to NLC. So if you watch that, you're going to be like, well, what's NLC? Why is she getting shouted out? Why did she get to go to California? Like the mystery is kind of going in people's heads. So that's my recognition. And then I just finished my workouts and that. So what I'm going through here, Daily life is done. Workout clips are done. I have my product use in there because I filled up my Energize in my video, but I didn't tell anybody about it. I haven't really done a whole lot with a healthy meal plan or meal prep. So maybe I'll show people the meal plan that's in our challenge group and be like, hey, did you know that I give these out every single week? Or, hey, did you know my coach gives these out every single week? How cool is that? And, they have access to it as well. Invitation, promote to call to action. I actually just started scrolling and I have a couple of transformations I want to share. So our team kicked ass doing Morning Meltdown 100. The girls look phenomenal. So I found one of my other coaching friends. Oh, that's me. She looks freaking fantastic. She lost 41.4 pounds and 27.75 inches from Morning Meltdown 100. So she was a bigger person. She had more weight to lose. And I want to show people that it's not just, I have to be super fit, like all that crap. So I want to like shout her out. So that's going to be my recognition and shout out. And then also I'm going to use that to promote my challenge group. So maybe I'll say like, Jessica got these amazing results and you can too, because we have fitness, nutrition support. If you're interested in more details, and then do like a crazy poll or something like that, then that's my business for the day. Okay. So I'm going through inviting people, following up with them. And then if anybody likes and comments on your guys' stuff, comment back on every single thing. So people know that you're a real person, you care about them, that kind of thing. And then what I do is like, and this is actually how like Shelby and Bree and all of them are on our team, is if you like and comment on my stuff, I'm going to message you like, hey Bree, thanks so much for always showing some love on my posts. Have you ever been interested in what it is that I do? The reason I'm sending that to her is she probably liked a fitness post of mine. Okay. So maybe I'm going to invite Shelby to the coaching opportunity because she liked a coaching post. Hey Shelby, I always see you loving on my coaching journey. Have you ever considered doing what I do? Like leave it super short to the point. Okay. So anybody who likes and comments, I usually invite them. If you watch my stories, that means you're watching me for some sort of reason. Okay. Whether you're just like supporting me, you're just like, what the hell is she doing? What is she up to today? Maybe you just like the goofiness of our team and how they dance, like whatever it is, but I'm going to reach out and I'm going to ask, if they want to join up or if they've considered it or anything like that. So, I do that on Facebook and I do it on Instagram. So I go to my posts on Facebook. I invite people, new people. Obviously, I'm not going to re-invite coaches. And then I go to Instagram and one day I do my stories and one day I do my posts. One day I do my stories, one day I do my posts. So I think I actually invited Brie like 600 times on Instagram. And like then she like filled out the link to my like application. So if people are going to like and comment and watch your journey, like they might not be interested, and if they're not, they'll tell you, and it's not the end of the world. Okay, thanks for supporting me. Like, I hope we can still support each other. Awesome. If they say not right now, perfect. Put them on a list, check back with them. The 3 people I signed up now are the ones I've been talking to for like months. So if people say no, awesome.
A year over here.
Yes. If people say no, yes, absolutely. If people say no, cool. Put them on a list and check back with them. It might just not be a good time. And that's okay. Like, whatever. If they say like, no, stop contacting me, then you're just like, hey, sister, thanks for your support, and put them on like a red list or something. I don't know. But most people, if they're watching your journey, it's for a reason. So, and that's like what I do every single day. You can do it 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 10 minutes when your son's in the bath, like whatever it is you want to do, you can sit down and work like, and just get things done. It's your business. You can do what you want with it. Inviting, I try as a new coach to invite 5 new people to the challenge group and to coaching. As a newer coach, it's kind of scary because you just started coaching, but I'm like, hey, I'm doing this new thing. I'm coaching. It's holding me accountable. I'm able to help other people. Would you want to do this with me? Going through day 1. And I always tell people that think about the people who inspire you. Is it somebody who shows up on day 100? It is like, look at me, I have a transformation. Or is it, like T, where she started day 1 to day 100. She showed up, shared her transformation on day 30, shared her transformation on day 60, shared it on day 90, and then was like on day 100, like, are you ready to do this? Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I've been watching you for 100 freaking days. Does it have to be 100 days? No. Like, you can get a good transformation in a week or 2 if you dive into your workouts and nutrition. But this like little thing is like my Bible every single day. So I just print it off and work through it. And you don't have to do it all at once. You can do pieces. So like workout Shakeology at the top should be like, no question. You work out, you take care of yourself because you come first. PD every single day. So whether you read a book, listen to something, watch an inspirational video, whatever it is, that's done. Checking into your challenge groups and all that stuff, I do it right before I go to bed. So this like middle chunk is like what I do during the day. So people are like, well, what do you do for your job? Here you go. This is what I did today. So when you ask your kids, like, what'd you learn at school today? They're like, I don't know. When Aaron's like, what did you do at work today? I'll be like, I checked off these boxes. So then this is like what I'm doing for my business. And so if you sit down and work and you're like, well, what do I do right now? Well, you just work from a list and it's a lot easier. So basically, if there's anything that you do, and I put this in the tracker, it's literally take care of yourself, workout, Shakeology, performance, whatever, PD, share your journey, invite to the opportunity. Like if you only do 3 things a day, like those 3 things are going to move your business forward. So just remember, you have people right now who know, like, and trust you. That's your warm market. So reach out to your warm market right now. So like Shelby asked on the coach sneak peek, like friends, family, whatever. If that's not the case, then go to college friends, high school friends, coworkers, the girl at Casey's who sells you your pizza on Sunday nights, whatever it is. Reach out to those warm market people. And as you're doing that, you're doing those connections and stuff that we talked about, adding friends of friends. You're actually building your warm market. So you're taking that cold market and turning it into a warm market. So that's why they have you doing that. But if you're inviting every day 5 people to a challenge group, 5 people to coaching, like by the end of the week, you're going to have a couple of yeses, which feels awesome. And that answers Bree's question from before, you know, how do I hit Success Club? How do I find my 3 people? By inviting slowly every single day. And the most successful coaches on our team don't have a secret sauce, don't have they have a transformation. It looks amazing, but it's not like, I don't know, super crazy out there. They don't have the perfect wording, the perfect pictures. It's literally just showing up a little bit every single day. Like we all know the tortoise and the hare. It's seriously true. Like show up consistently a little bit every single day and it will pay off. Whether it's your fitness journey or coaching journey, those kinds of things. And if you want to if you're like, I kind of want to ramp my business up because I know like Bree, like we've talked a little bit. She's like, I'm kind of ready to do this. Like, let's go. Instead of 5 invites a day, try to send 7, 10, whatever it is. Like that's kind of how you can ramp things up. Maybe on your stories, do a little bit more, hey, are you going to join up with us? Or I see you, or calling people out, whatever you want to do. But if you want it, like ramping that part up, the invites is definitely going to help. Your posting game definitely will help. But yeah, I mean, if you do anything, take care of yourself, work out, drink your shake or whatever it is, do your PD, share your journey, invite. Like those are the 3 things. Take care of you, share it, invite to it. That's what I do.
I have a question, Megan.
Go for it.
So, I don't really post on social. Oh, hold on. Low power. Okay, there we go. Blacked out on me for a second. So I don't really post on social media much unless it's about my family and stuff right now. So how do you go into it without being like word vomit? You know what I mean? Like too much where people are like, whoa, no, thank you at all.
Yes. So leave mystery. So, maybe you start out with just like doing like 5 fun facts about you that people didn't know. Or do something about like, I'm starting this new journey. I'm super excited about it. Just doing like little things at first. I'll just show you my Facebook page and just kind of show you, doesn't have to.
I haven't done my welcome yet or like my announcement that I've become Beachbody.
Yeah.
I haven't been home all week.
It looks different for everybody. Some people, I talk about Beachbody. People know I'm a Beachbody coach, like whatever, but I'm not going to share Beachbody corporate photos that are like challenge pack on sale. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be like, hey, my journey is freaking awesome. Like, are you going to join me or what? It could literally be something like my post this morning, talking about the scale, talking about something you struggled with and how to fix it. Okay. So it doesn't have to be, my group starts on Monday kind of thing. It could be a transformation if you wanted to share one and just talk about your story a little bit so people get to know you. So basically, like, think of it as like dating. Like, if I was going to date you, like, what information would I want to know about you? Keep like the crazies in the closet, but like, like, just give me some fun information about you. That was a coaching post. Sorry, there's a lot of like Disney stuff. I'm trying to get past that because I know not everybody was on vacation. So this is a crazy one. It's just, I got a tattoo of a diamond and I just put like a little quote on there. And I reached out to people because they related to it or they thought it was cute or something like that. I shared pictures like of Aaron and stuff. Like, he had a football game this Friday, but I talked about coaching in this post. But some people know, some people don't know that. You don't have to be like, hey, I'm Shelby, I'm starting this new journey. You can just start posting if you want to.
I was thinking about like the transformation and stuff. I mean, I've lost some weight, but you can't see it as dramatically as like people are, wanting to see right away.
So maybe start to like talk about, you have to start somewhere. Maybe talk about, just try to find something that's not like the vacation stuff. Sorry. Okay, so here's one. Haley just started coaching. I want you to give yourself permission to want this for yourself. Like, has nothing to do with Beachbody coaching or anything. She's just talking about, giving yourself permission to go and chase an opportunity, to inspire other people, that kind of thing. And like, there's her picture. She has because we went to Disney, so she had a Disney shirt on. And if you want to use emojis, go for it. If you don't want to, don't. Like, it's totally okay. Sometimes my posts get a little long. Sometimes they're shorter. Sometimes, it's whatever you want. But when you read this, I want you to like think about me talking to you. So I'm over here like, okay, Susan, I don't need you and negative Nancy trying to rain on my parade. I talk like that. Like, if you don't talk like that, don't like put that stuff on your posts. I use capital letters sometimes because like sometimes I yell like, she don't need your help. That's literally how I talk. Like, so I just talk in my posts and stuff. Like at the bottom, need more positivity, accountability. So inviting them.
It's just like the one you posted about your twin or whatever. I mean, and you got my attention because I was like, hey, I'm this, and this, and like, we're kind of like two peas in a pod right here. And so I related to you in that part.
Yeah. So I was trying to find my people with that. And obviously I found my people. I'm trying to find it. Remember. Oh, I would think I was like I was standing in front of a mirror. Like,
that one.
Yeah. So I'm not like most girls, all this stuff, like and just was like, do we have anything in common? This is where you're going to find your people. So if you're a mom and you have a little one, like maybe take a funny picture of him, like super full of dirt outside at a softball thing and like share that. And then be like, where are my mamas at who bring their babies everywhere? All this stuff, like just trying to find your people.
You're going to say hi since you're here.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
He's like, who are you talking to?
Yeah. So, I mean, like all these posts, it's just different angles, different things. Like, here's mine. I'm trying to look for dog moms and stuff. So, like, if you're a dog mom, like, you can relate to this moment. Snuggle up with your dogs, like, and if you have babes instead, like, you can relate to that part. So, I'm secretly trying to, like, drop, like, I want to find my people. And the first, like, 5 to 10 seconds is what you have of people. So I always do like stupid like songs so it sticks in people's head. I do like crazy wording, like I'm going to post this and immediately chuck my phone across the room and hide under the covers. People are like, well, what the hell is she posting? Right. This was my trying to find my local coaching thing. And that's actually another thing that like, brought you to me, obviously. I close my eyes and blank. Like people are like, like just trying to get people into you. And this shares about like my life. This is how I used to talk to myself. This is how I talk to myself now. So that post that I remember, I was like fitness coaching, like write all the things down. This is where I got that from, because I remember how I used to talk to myself. I take stupid selfies in the mirror. I don't give a frick. I talk about being in my classroom. I talk about where I was at before Beachbody, and I talk about where I'm at right now. So I try to relate to a couple of different people. This one I just talked about, you just being real, and like I'm a basic person. Like I'm not some like person on a pedestal. Like this is me. Like how many of us look exactly like that all the time? So just trying to relate to your market and your people. So when you're doing like your I'm a coach kind of thing, it doesn't have to be my name's Shelby, I'm a coach. Maybe just you can even share your transformation and share your story, or just share a picture of you with your kiddos and be like, you know, I have a couple new eyes on my page. I wanted to see if we have anything in common, or just have some fun with it. Just see how you relate to your warm market for sure. Yeah, I like that. Hey, Sammy, I just saw you pop on. Hey, T baby, what up, girl? I got sick leaving Florida. It's awesome. Oh, we got something in the chat. Hold on. Weather change. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, T said when you do PD, share a takeaway and then relate it to you and your journey. So I actually do a daily devotional. I read it, and sometimes if it like hits me really hard with my day, I'll take a picture of it and put it on my stories and tell people, like screenshot so they have it. You have to tell people what you want them to do. It sounds crazy, but I always think of like my audience, like my classroom. You have to tell them to go to page 7 like 30 times before they actually go to page 7. So you have to tell people you have a boot camp coming up. You have to tell them what's in it. You have to tell them what they get 7 times for them to actually like get it in their head and then like dive all in. So you like, it's literally 7 touch points with people until they're actually like, okay, I got this. Some people will be like right away. Some people it's like 7 to 10 times. But like with this or your PD, if you are like, hey, I was just doing my PD and I was just thinking about you, like when you're on your stories, like talk to your audience and say, this little piece hit home because, share how it relates to your journey. So yeah, T, thanks so much. I forgot about that. And then find ways to just share what you do as a coach, because then people are like, well, what is it that you do? And you're like, well, you'll see what I do in my stories, but I also, you know, whatever else. So just kind of use your story platforms as just sharing you, your social media and stuff. So, okay. Any other questions you guys can think of? Okay, make sure you're added into my challenge tracker business builder. You'll screenshot your posts, and then the tracker that you screenshot is this little thing. So I just take a picture of it. Like I have Mondays done. I just take a picture and post it. That's all I do. And then if you have questions in there, like, hey, I really struggled with showcasing the benefits of my healthy lifestyle and doing a call to action. Tomorrow I'll do a live video on the actual app and I'll answer your questions. So it's kind of like this, but I'll answer it on the app and stuff too. And so what that's for is to get you consistently doing the things over time. And at the end of the 14 days, you're going to be like, I'm ready, I'm running kind of thing. So make sure you're in that. And then also obviously you're in the pods because you made it on the call. So use the pod if you have a question for me, or even if I'm not your coach, I don't care. Like just put @Megan and it makes like a really weird noise. And then I check the pod. Otherwise I only check the pod like 2 to 3 times a day. If you send me a personal message, I probably won't get to it until I sit down and work my business. So if you need me, post it in the pod and just like tag me in it. If it's something like super personal, just send me like a text message. So that's how I kind of like run stuff. And probably the same for your coach too. Like if you have something personal, just send them a text message. If you need a question or like something answered, put it in the pod. Because a lot of the coaches are really good at like helping you. And they've all had the same question that you've had. So don't feel like you can't ask something in there because they're really good about answering it and stuff. So those 2 things. And then Bree brought this up at the beginning, but the goal I want to try to help each of you guys hit by Wednesday night is like helping your 2 to 3 people this week. So like really ramping up your energy. You're excited to coach. You're excited. You're posting, you're sharing, hey, I'm doing this journey. I'm excited. You're starting to check off the boxes of your business. Let's go find some people. So, I mean, that's kind of like our goal for the next 3 days is to find, 2 to 3 people. So kind of like really just get outside your comfort zone. Once you help that first person, like then it's just like I don't know, like the wheel's going. So post or like take care of yourself, fitness journey, do your shake, do your PD, post on social media, invite, like do it repeatedly. And then hopefully by Wednesday, you'll wake up Thursday morning as an Emerald coach, and that's having 2 discount coaches underneath of you. My first discount coach ever was my husband. And so you can help you +2. And then I'm going to make sure all of you guys are added in my Coach Jumpstart because it has really good videos and stuff about how to hit Emerald, how to find your 2 people, those kinds of things. But really, it's just posting consistently, sharing on your stories, and inviting to the opportunity. So just keeping it super basic, super simple. Lots of babes running around. My dogs are like at the door. Like, Mom, what are you doing? Okay. Anything else you guys can think of? Any other questions you guys can think of? If not, I would just, if you haven't posted yet today, craft up some sort of post for today. I need to do my coaching one yet. So I did my fitness one this morning. So I'm going to craft some sort of coaching post. I'm probably going to be talking about like my newer coaches, like having a call with them, how excited I am, or how it brings me back to when I first started my business. So I'll probably talk something about that because I've been blowing everyone's newsfeed up with Disney. So I'm going to try to like do a little something different tonight. But I literally try to touch fitness and nutrition and then coaching at least once a day somehow. And then my stories, I like blow up the invites. I blow up like, are you joining us? Are you going to do this? Like, here's the list of people who are joining. This is what you get, that kind of thing. I think more of like Facebook and Instagram as like showing who I am, I guess, and like what sets me apart from everyone else. And my stories is where I'm like, okay, sister, you know who I am. Let's do this. Like, this is how to join me, that kind of thing. Because I feel like I would sign up with somebody 10 times over if they called and talked to me versus if they just like sent me a pamphlet in the mail, if that makes sense. So that's kind of how I view my social media. Give them who I am on the pamphlet, invite them on a call or on the phone. And so give them who I am on social media, invite them. Bree, get the dog off of there. I'm going to cry. He's so freaking cute. He's like a light Remy. He needs to hang out with my Rem. Oh my God, you're such a little baby.
He's a mini golden doodle.
Hi, baby.
His name's Rudy.
Oh. Remy's like I don't know what color it is. It's like auburn. It's like, he's like a reddish dog. Yeah. He's a little turkey, but they're such lovers. Is yours a lover? Yeah. Hello, puppies. Okay. Aaron's like knocking at the door. I'm supposed to go eat supper. Is there anything else you guys can think of? No? Sammy, I have it recorded, so I will post it. I'll get it up so you can listen to it.